What up, guys? I'm back with another one. Here's another classic right here. A Charlie Brown Christmas. It is the eighth studio album by the American jazz and one and only pianist, American jazz pianist Vince Guaraldi, later credited to simply Vince Guaraldi Trio, and it was released of December of 1965 by Fantasy Records. Fantasy Records to coincide with the debut of the television special A Charlie Brown Christmas featuring the Peanuts comic characters. And the TV movie was released on the 9th of December 1965. Happy 60th anniversary to that movie. And to the soundtrack right here. Happy 60 years 60 years to this classic right here. And it's one of my favorites. You got songs like O Tannenbaum, What Child Is This? My Little Drum, Linus and Lucy, Christmas Time Is Here, that's the instrumental. Christmas Time Is Here, it's the vocal. Skating, Hark, the Herald Angels Sing, Christmas Is Coming. Elise, the Christmas Song, and Christmas Sleeve. Greensleeves. This is definitely an amazing soundtrack, man. For being 60 years old, it's one of my favorite soundtracks. I love Peanuts, man. This is a classic forever. And Guaraldi was contacted by the television producer Lee Mendelson to compose music for a documentary on Peanuts, and its creator Charles M. Schulz. Hard to pronounce the name, Schulz. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Charles M. Schulz. Although the documentary went unaired, the selections of the music were released in 1964 as jazz impressions of a boy named Charlie Brown. The Coca-Cola Company commissioned a Peanuts Christmas special in 1965, and Guaraldi returned to score the special. He composed most of the music, though they included versions of traditional carols such as O Tannenbaum. He recorded at Whitney Studio in Glendale, California, then re-recorded parts at Fantasy Records Studios in San Francisco with a children's choir from St. Paul's Episcopal Church in San Rafael, California. And the sessions ran late into the night with the children rewarded with ice cream. Afterward, bassist Fred Marshall and drummer Jerry Granelli were credited as performing on the album. And it was voted into the Grammy Hall of Fame and added to the National Recording Registry of the Library of Congress in November 2014. That was 11 years ago. And it was the 10th best-selling Christmas holiday album in the U.S. during the SoundScan era. In 2022, it was certified 5 times platinum for sales of 5 million copies. And by the early 60s, Charles himself, comic strip Peanuts had became a sensation worldwide, and the television produced Lee Mendelson, a fan of jazz, heard "Cat to the Wind" and composed by the jazz pianist Vince Guaraldi, and contacted him to produce the music for a Peanuts documentary, which I already mentioned, A Boy Named Charlie Brown. And Guaraldi created the piece Linus and Lucy to serve as the theme, and despite the popularity of the strip and acclaim from advertisers and television networks were not interested in the special, and it went unaired. And then in April of 1965, it featured Peanuts on its cover, highlighting its cultural impact. That year, the Coca-Cola Company commissioned the Christmas themed special, A Charlie Brown Christmas, and Guaraldi, fresh from recording at Grace Cathedral with St. Paul's Church of San Rafael's 68-voice choir, returned to compose the score. Man, and the rest is history. This is just an amazing soundtrack, man. I'll show y'all the soundtrack, the vinyl. Oh, look, it comes with a poster. Check this out. I'm gonna pull it right now. Come on, come on. Ooh, look at that. Ain't that incredible? Wow, this is an incredible Peanuts poster right here. Love it. This is classic. I love the Peanuts, man. Peanuts will always be my favorite to watch. Snoopy, Charlie Brown, the whole entire crew, man. This is a classic forever. Nobody could ever duplicate a classic like this in a lifetime. Nobody can do that. I'm being on the real here. And check this out. Look at the vinyl. Look how green Christmas that is. That is so beautiful. Just look at it. If you love Peanuts, this is a must soundtrack to own in your collection. A must to own in your collection. This is a must. What is your favorite song off the soundtrack? Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and comment. Follow your boy. Stay tuned. Hope y'all have a safe one out there. God bless and stay safe. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everybody out there in the world. Peace, y'all.